Making fun and memorable NPCs for your players to interact with. Personally, I think it's one of the most enjoyable and just fun parts of being a dungeon master is getting to play all these unique and interesting characters, getting to bring them to life for your players. These are just some quick ideas on how I do it. You know, everybody has their own method to their madness, but if you're looking for just some inspiration, or maybe you don't really have a method of how you do it, maybe this can help you. First part, obviously, is coming up with a name for your NPCs. Personally, I think the simpler the better. Don't try and overdo it. Don't try and make a complex name that even you can't remember or pronounce. So I keep it simple. Oftentimes, just the first name that pops in my head. If they're like, hey, I want to talk to the shopkeeper, what's his name? Hugbert Hinkledink. Editing Dungeon Builder here. Keep a list of names behind your DM screen. It'll save you every time. I don't know why I didn't mention it in the video, but watching it back, I was like, ya bing bong. Just keep a list of names. It's way easier than thinking of Hugbert Hinkledink. Alright, back to the video. Don't think too hard on the name. It's okay if it's a little goofy sounding. You know, it doesn't have to be outlandish like that. It could just be John Drake Smith, something like that. It can still sound serious, but I do prefer in my games oftentimes to go a little more on the comical side when it's a throwaway NPC. Once you have a name, the next thing you need, in my opinion, is a voice for the NPC. So that's really, you know, depending on you. Some DMs do a lot of voices, some don't do any, and that's fine. I do think that giving certain NPCs special voices can really elevate that character, and can really endear the players to them as well. I like to base the voice kind of on the overall personality. So say your NPC is Hugbert Hinkledink. I think Hugbert Hinkledink, he's like a short little gnome, maybe 2 foot tall. He's wearing like a floppy hat, maybe some robes. You're unsure if he's a wizard or if he's just a little hermit that lives in this village. I picture him having kind of like a name's Hugbert Hinkledink, kind of like a curmudgeon-y sounding voice. Something easy, just kind of, you just kind of push inside yourself, like it's almost like it hurts when he talks. Just, what do you want? I'm busy, get out of my way. Things like that, I think that's fun. Or say your NPC is Klaus von Struzen, and he's a powerful half-orc, and he runs the blacksmith. He kind of, his breathing, his speech is labored, because he's just so, he carries a lot of weight. Everything he does is labored. You know, get creative with it. So once you have his name and his voice, I think the other key essential is to give them a quirk, something that just makes them unique. Maybe they kind of like, they twitch their eye when they talk, or they scratch their head often, or rub their beard. Something that can help give them just a little bit of personality aside from the voice and the name. And then of the utmost importance is giving them a secret. So that way, say this turns into an NPC that they come back to often. Maybe you can kind of drop hints on that secret, or it also just helps you roleplay the NPC, in my opinion, a little bit, that they have something that they're hiding from the players, or something that you can just kind of build a backstory off of. You can easily find random tables. You can use ChatGPT to make a random table of NPC secrets. I am working on a document of different tables and things that hopefully I'll be able to put out for you guys in some way, shape, or form. But let's roll on the table and see what we get. Alright, so I got my random table back here. I'm just going to roll a d20 and see what we find. Alright, ready? Here we go. A 6. So I consult my handy little table back here. And my NPC secret for Hugbert Hinkledink is that he has a stolen artifact in his possession. Interesting. So that can kind of maybe explain why he's so like standoffish and why he's trying to like kind of almost get these people out of his business. Like he's got other things on his mind. He has a stolen artifact. Maybe he has a purpose for it, or he's trying to get rid of it. Maybe he came into possession of it from somebody else. But that just gets your wheels turning on this NPC as to who they are, what they want and where they're going. And it also helps inform how they interact with the party. Say they start really asking questions of Hugbert, and they're really pushing, and he just might like blow them off. Currently in my campaign, my favorite NPC is named Poot Cootie. He is a half rat, half frog that they found down in a cave and rescued from a troll. And he is now on the adventuring party. They adopted him and kind of took him with. So you know you have a good NPC when the party wants to take him with them, when they just adopt this creature. He's a lot of fun to roleplay. He's kind of mysterious and has some things going on in the background that, you know, they may or may not be keyed into, but we'll see as the campaign goes on. Let me know your favorite NPC that you've ever made or that you've ever interacted with as a player, and thank you so much. Guys, if you liked the video, please give it a like, hit subscribe, drop a comment. It just really helps to get the video out there to other people, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for your time. Let me know what other video you'd like to see me make, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Keep building.